Assalamu alaikum and welcome back to my video series on searching algorithms in artificial intelligence. Imagine you are managing a professional sports team. Your goal is to build the ultimate unbeatable roster over the next 5 years. To do that, you have to make some tough decisions about who stays, who goes, and who recruits. In the world of computer science, genetic algorithms use the exact same logic to solve incredibly complex math and engineering problems. They mimic evolution to breed better and better solutions. But how exactly does an algorithm decide which player survive from one generation to the next? That's the real question. Today we are looking at three crucial concepts that controls this digital evolution: generation gap, mutation rate, and elitism. Let's start with the generation gap. Think of generation gap as a dial that controls the turnover rate of your population. It asks the question, what percentage of our current population gets wiped out and replaced by the new offspring? If your generation gap is 100%, you are running what is called generational algorithm. It means every single parent dies off. The entire next generation is made entirely of their children's. It is like firing your entire company on 31st December and bringing in a totally new crew on Jan 1st. You got a lot of new ideas, but it can be chaotic. But if you set your generational gap lower, say 20%, you are running a steady state algorithm. Only the worst 20% of your population is replaced by new offspring. The other 80% gets to stick around. This is much more stable. A small generation gap keeps the population focused, while a larger generation gap encourages exploring wide new possibilities. The second concept is mutation rate. Once you decide how many new players to draft, you have to build them. We create offspring by mixing the traits of their parents, but we also introduce random changes. This is controlled by mutation rate. The mutation rate dictates the probability that a new individual will randomly alter a genetic trait. A low mutation rate keeps your new solutions looking mostly like their successful parents. A high mutation rate introduces wild, unpredictable features. But if you mutate too much, you destroy the good traits that you already found. Because mutations can go horribly wrong, you run into a huge risk when breeding new generations. What if the children are actually worse than their parents? Sometimes an amazing solution gets ruined during the breeding process. It would be a tragedy to finally evolve the perfect solution, only to accidentally delete it in the next generation. This is where elitism comes in. Elitism is a VIP pass for your absolute best individuals. It guarantees that the top performing solutions are directly cloned into the next generation. They are not altered, mutated, or destroyed. Now let's understand these concepts with the help of some examples. Suppose we have a parent generation that consists of four individuals: P1, P2, P3, P4, and the fitness of each individual is given. Their breeding process resulted in a new offspring that contains O1, O2, O3, and O4. The fitness of the offspring individuals are also given. Now, with different rate of generation gap and elitism, we will try to find what individuals will be passed on to the next generation. If we set the generation gap to 100% and elitism to 0%, which individual will be passed to the new generation? Generation gap of 100% means that all 100% current population will be wiped out and replaced with the new offspring, which means none of the parent individual will be retained and only the offspring will be moved to the next stage. But there is a big drawback because we lost the individual with the highest fitness, that is 90. Now let's keep the generation gap to 100% but add elitism rate to 25%. Now elitism rate will overrule the generation gap. Generation gap of 100 means all of the four individuals will be replaced by the offsprings. Elitism of 25% means that one of the four individuals will be passed to the next generation without alteration. So, generation gap is 100, which means all of the offspring will replace their parents. Due to elitism rate of 25%, the worst individual in the offspring generation will be replaced by the best individual in the parent generation. So we'll pass on the best parent P1 with the fitness of 90 to the offspring and replace the O4 that has the least fitness and replace it by the P1. Now this would be the resultant generation after generation gap 100% and elitism 25%. All parents in the first generation are replaced by the offspring, but one parent was passed directly without alteration. Let's now increase the elitism rate to 50%. Again, the generation gap is trying to replace all of the parents in the first generation with the offspring. But elitism rate is 50%, which means half of the individuals from parent generation will pass on directly to the second generation. So elitism 50 means two best individuals will be passed on. So first we will select the top two individuals with the highest fitness in the parent generation, that are P1 and P2 with a fitness of 90 and 70. Now we need to pass them to the next generation as it is, for which we need to replace two individuals in the offspring. So the worst two individuals in the offspring will be selected, that are O3 and O4 with the fitness of 40 and 20, and then they will be replaced by the P1 and P2, the highest fitness individuals. So the resultant generation would be O1, O2, P1 and P2. Now you can see that the individuals of this generation has greater fitness than alone for the parent generation and the offspring generation. Now I have a question for you. If we set generation gap to 50% and elitism rate to 0%, which individual will be selected? Please try to solve it and share the answers in comments below. If you found this video helpful, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more videos on data science and AI.